We'll tell you all about that. And Associates in Pediatric Therapy. We have our patient of the month, who is Sebastian, and we are trying our best to find Sebastian here. But welcome in again, once again, to Wave 3 Listens Live. I am John Ramsey. Hello, everybody. This is our friends from Associates in Pediatric Therapy. And first of all, our patient of the month, and he is here somewhere, is Sebastian. Well, even without Sebastian here, we got to give him a little bit of round of applause because he deserves it. He's been working hard. He's achieving at a high level. Let me introduce you to everyone. First of all, Renee Sagasser. Renee is the CEO of Associates in Pediatric Therapy. And Renee, for those who aren't familiar with exactly what you do, tell everybody what you all accomplish.
So we partner with a lot of different places in town, like Down Syndrome Louisville, Carriage House, and then we also have some main campuses as well. So we have one on Commonwealth in Shelbyville, Bullitt, Oldham, so we're out in the area, and soon to be Dixie Highway, so we're excited about that. But we offer speech therapy, physical and occupational therapy, and some behavioral therapy and audiology. So we do that as well as a learning center. So try to provide the services the families need to help their children.
All right. And what we do once a month during this segment is we really like to feature and congratulate a patient of the month, who is Sebastian, who is celebrating because it's the weekend. He's running around the studio, which is fine and dandy. It's okay. He's having fun. Okay, so I'll ask Mom, Samantha. You are the mother of Sebastian, and Aspen, his sister, who's here. So I was reading the little bio on Sebastian, and apparently it was hard to recognize the challenges that you would face in the future in the beginning, wasn't it?
Yes. I did not realize, as the first-time mom, what we would be up against. I didn't even realize anything was different about my son. Some people had pointed out that he wasn't making eye contact, that he wasn't responding to his name, things of that nature. So we had him evaluated by First Steps. That's how we started our journey, and then from there we enrolled him at Carriage House. We started speech therapy, ABA therapy, occupational therapy, and from there it's just been super, it's been great ever since. He's been making great success.
All right, obviously making great success. I think he's trying out for the Olympics here in the studio. He's running around with his sister, but that's okay. Okay, Michael is his father. Michael, you know, as a dad, we all have proud moments for our sons, for our daughters, for our kiddos. Was there ever a moment when you go, man, he is really doing well and excelling, and I'm just swelling with pride?
Yeah, absolutely. So there's been a number of occasions in which you just tear up with pride. I think first and foremost was his breakthrough in his eating. We had great success with APT in getting the ball rolling. And then we reached out and had some intensive therapy on eating as well. And now Sebastian eats like a champ, as well as working with Miss Kayla and on his speech. So about 6 months ago, barely saying a word, now putting together sentences and really knowing his ABCs frontward and backwards. And you know, it just makes you feel good that it's a matter of when, not if, on the speech front. So yeah, definitely some proud moments.
I think it's interesting how the range of emotions, and for Mom, probably you more than anyone, you know, initially you're like maybe in a little bit in denial. This isn't happening to my child. Then it goes from, okay, I'm a little bit angry at some of these accusations, and then maybe it's into acceptance and like, now I've got to go to work, correct?
Right. Correct. It definitely turned from denial into anger. Why my child? And then into action, because there's no time like the present. That would be my biggest takeaway from this situation, is early intervention is key, and just as much help as you can get. We have a great support system here in Louisville. APT has been amazing. Obviously, we have the world's best speech therapist ever. And on top of that, we have Carriage House. So if you're looking for resources, they're there, especially in this city.
All right, I love hearing that. So Carriage House, a lot of partnerships involved with Associates in Pediatric Therapy, and that's a good thing. The more the merrier. And sometimes it takes a village. For my kids, it takes an entire city, perhaps the entire state, but everybody's fine and dandy, as it is for Michael and Samantha. Okay, Kayla, tell me a little bit about your relationship with Sebastian. You said at first you don't think he was enjoying it, speech therapy, too much, right?
At the beginning, I don't think he loved coming to speech, and I think part of the reason for that was because it is hard for him. You know, we all take speech for granted. It is a very complex process, though, and especially for Sebastian, he has a diagnosis of apraxia, and that makes it even more challenging for him to speak and put those sounds together to form words and phrases and things like that. And so I think part of the aversion to therapy at the beginning was because of the difficulty, and it was frustrating for him. And once we started kind of working through that, I started seeing a really big improvement in his willingness to come and his engagement during the sessions, and you could tell he realized that he was making progress, and he realized that the practice we were doing was helping him become better at communicating and more successful.
Samantha, something I noticed, he likes playing with a sibling here. How has that relationship changed now that we're seeing like great strides for Sebastian? How has the dynamic between he and his sister Aspen changed?
At first, I think he was a little bit, who is this creature and why is she here? After about a year, he accepted that she was not going anywhere, that she's staying with the family. And what's great is I think it's been the biggest help in him having to learn to share and learning to not get everything he wants the moment he wants it. A sibling was really important to us. We didn't know that he had autism at the time, but I wanted him to have a sibling to be able to just learn all those things. It's really hard when you're an only child. And it's been great. And honestly, Aspen has a little bit of a speech delay, and she's been seeing Kayla, and it's amazing. It's like, okay, we tackled this once, and when Kayla told us it's not a matter of if, but when, I know that that's the same for Aspen. She's still essentially nonverbal right now, but she'll get there. So, yeah.
Again, associates in pediatric therapy. For those who are watching, maybe you're facing a few challenges with your children. What would you tell parents who are right now kind of going, okay, I'm a little apprehensive, I'm not sure what to do? What would you tell them? What advice would you give them, Samantha?
Absolutely. I would have my first advice would be to have your child evaluated by the professionals. They'll be able to tell you it may not be something you want to hear, and it may not be as bad as you think it is. It may just simply be a developmental delay. Either way, this is not a diagnosis is no longer a scary thing to me. Embrace it. There's help. He's made strides. I couldn't even begin to tell you what I thought 2 years ago as to what is today. Your child will get there just like mine has. It's a journey. It's not a quick journey, but you'll get there. Be evaluated. Join groups. Feet of Louisville is a great resource. They have all kinds of activities for kiddos of all different ranges, neurotypical and children with challenges as well. Carriage House, as I mentioned previously, there is a wealth of support in Louisville, and that's what I would advise all parents to look into. There's various Facebook groups you can join. If you ever need a parent to talk to, I'm available. I would be happy to just be a support system or listening ear.
As listening to you, strength in numbers, not only with parents, but with folks who can help, like associates in pediatric therapy. So, Renee, for those who are watching, who maybe have more questions, can they come in and see the professionals that are there at Associates?
Definitely, and we offer free screenings, and they can call and talk to us, and we are available to answer questions. They can go to our website, kidtherapy.org, or they can just call us at 502-633, I think it's right there, 1007. So we're happy to help them. We work with a lot of doctors and other therapists too, just to do collaboration. So
Renee and Kayla as well. What you want to do, it's God's work, and it's got to be very rewarding, because when I see kids who are happy, now don't get me wrong, he's wandering around, he's crazy around here, but you know what? He's a happy little boy. He's all boy. My boys were the same way. We can laugh about it as parents because I've been there, so I understand. All right, associates in pediatric therapy.